Hey, what's up, guys? It's Trey with Blue Line Certified. Spring is here. So are the mosquitoes and the flies. And the main thing, particularly for me, since my dogs stay outside, is how do I win the fight against the flies and mosquitoes throughout the spring, summer, even some of the fall months, particularly being here in Texas. So I'm going to show you what I do outside and how I treat the dogs and the yard to keep mosquitoes and flies, ants, and all those. All right, so the first product I'm going to show you, you can find this in any Walmart, Home Depot, anything like that. And this is the main thing. This is what I used to use all the time. Does it work? Yeah. It gives you temporary treatment, but it's not like these other things I'm about to show you here. All right, so the first thing here is the Cutter Backyard Bug Control. You hook it up to your hose pipe and you spray it throughout the yard. Let it dry. It does work. But what I'm going to show you here, the main active ingredient is this. Instead of having the cut version of this, I'm going to give you 100% of the stuff that truly works to keep those bugs, mosquitoes, flies. Camera close here is, hold on. It's permethrin. Now this product right here, you can only find this like in your feed stores. You may be able to find this on your pest control. This one comes in the 10% version. This comes in 3%, 10%, and I want to say 15%. And then there's one that's harder to find, but is the most potent and the most effective. I normally use this one to spray on the dogs just on a regular basis. You can see here, you squeeze a little bit in there. You dilute it with water. This is 10 times stronger than this, 100%. So I definitely am a huge proprietor of permethrin. Now this is mainly as an oil-based, this one's mainly a water-based. So when you do spray it, permethrin does last. As soon as you spray it, you will start seeing results in about 30 minutes to an hour once it dries, depending on how much sunlight is out. And it's crazy when you start seeing start seeing the bugs all of a sudden just keel over and just dead and die from it. It gives you, with rain and so on and so forth, it gives you probably about 6 weeks worth of coverage. This will definitely keep your flies and mosquitoes at bay. And if you spray it on your dogs, you put on their coat like any other product, it keeps them off those ears and off those sensitive areas that flies and mosquitoes are normally attracted to. All right, now this is the 100% right here. And you can see this is the permethrin SFR. This is 36% in comparison to the 10 that we have here. This is the strongest you can find in permethrin possible. It does have a smell. Again, you dilute it with water and you spray it on this stuff. It works almost immediately on your yards, particularly if you live in areas that have heavy mosquitoes, heavy flies. This kind of gives you like a dome effect over your property, and it kind of keeps them at bay. Now, granted, I'm not gonna say it's gonna keep them all out, but I will say for primarily, it's gonna keep a majority of them out. If it doesn't necessarily keep them out, you're gonna see the numbers drop dramatically. Now, my third product here, now that I had to get from the feed stores, and this is one that most people really don't know about, that is crazy. This is biotin, XTS. This is an oil-based product. It's way different than this water-based product. Kind of has the same properties. Now, it doesn't work as fast as permethrin, granted. Once you put this down, it's oil based. So then when you dilute it with water, depending on some of your plants and things that you have around, it does kind of leave a coating on your plant leaves and grass and things of that nature. And this one doesn't work as fast as permethrin, but after about 24 hours, once it sets in, this stuff works. And with this one right here, depending whether it's raining or not, like I said, the other one gives you about 6 weeks worth of coverage, rain or shine. This one gives you probably double, if not triple, once you lay this down. If I put the biotin down, it is not uncommon for me to only have to do it one time throughout the entire summer to keep the flies and mosquitoes at bay and to keep the dogs happy while they're outside. So next thing I'm going to show you is this, how you disperse it. All right, so once you dilute your products here with some water, obviously this is the one here, just a little spray bottle. I normally just use this little spray bottle I use it in and around the kennel area. I use it to spray it on the dogs directly, almost like a topical, to keep for the mosquitoes, for the treatment of to keep the flies and mosquitoes at bay. Second thing that I use, like in a closed area. If you don't have one, get you one of these here. Put your product, dilute with water, of course. I use that in and around the kennels in small areas. I even use that in and around my house and even inside my house. So I kind of do my own pest control. It's amazing when you put this stuff in and around how you won't see any kind of bugs come in inside your house. Like I said, again, it kind of gives you that dome effect. And if you do see any kind of bugs, they're normally either on their way out or they're dead. And lastly, second to lastly, if you got a lot of property or a good sized yard, get you one of these here to disperse your product here. Hook it up to the hose, of course. Put your product in here, set your dial for the amount, and go from there to get your product out. And if you live on acreage, a vast majority of these products I just told you about do come in granules. So get you a broadcaster, put it on the back of your tractor, and you can put it out there in granules, and when it rains, it activates the product in order to kind of give you that coverage that you're looking for to keep the flies and mosquitoes at bay. All right, guys, that's my hack. Just wanted to give you that here for the summertime. For the summertime coverage to make sure that you win the battle against the flies and mosquitoes. All right, Blue Line certified, out.